For those of you who've been following along, you would know I swapped over I lifted the trailer up last week. Long story short, it's too high and I fucking hate it. It's just too high. I fucking hate it. Like, mission just to get the fucking car on. I will be putting it back down, and I'm just gonna go ahead with making those guards removable like I originally planned. I'm just gonna get it over and done with and stop bitching about it. Not even gonna film the process. Well, swapping this shit back over. You would have seen that last week. That's all you need to see. You don't want to see it again. So at the end of this video, it'll probably be a couple of days time for me, and I will show the process of making the new guard mounts. I'm sure you're all sick of hearing me say that, but yep, that's what we're gonna get done. And literally haven't touched the drift car for a while. Waiting to get shit on that and trying to save up to move out and stuff. Should be moving out in 1 month. Yeah, 1 month. So not much is happening with these things. Moving out costs money, but I'm gonna get this shit done, and then a couple of days time when I'm finishing the guards off, I'll video it for you. A little late to start videoing now, but so I moved the winch, welded in that plate, the one that curves over the front of the winch. That's all rounded off, so it won't cut into the strap. So yeah, that's welded on. Drilled holes through down here, and then stuck a bolt through and welded a nut on. This is gonna be the nuts for what holds the battery down, so that'll sit on top of that like that. Obviously this is going to be up here, but get the idea. That will just go like that, and I'll get some thin mats to go there and here, because I left that little bit of gap so it could move. With the guards, we decided not to do any fancy shit like I wanted to, and I'm just getting some steel plates. So you already center punch the holes where those holes are. I'm just gonna weld bolts to this, and then probably get some wing nuts. It'll be take longer to take the guard off than what I want to, but still a lot quicker than undoing fucking 12 bolts at the moment. Other than that, it's pretty good. Yep. Alright, I got these done, so they're just a bit of flat bar welded on, and they just stick through. Yeah, you just keep shit together. I got the battery mount done, so it's pretty basic, batteries, fucking just hold down with a flat bar. Got the wiring just zip tied up so I can drive home, because I still haven't cut any of that to size and wired up the buttons or anything. But see that? That's the mount I was talking about, and it curves up and over so it sits in the middle. I know it's a little bit of an angle, I cut it accidentally at a different angle. You get the drift. Go up over the tyres and back down and shit. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna put the guards on. So I forgot those this morning. Don't know fucking how I forgot them, but I did forget them. So yeah, I'm gonna put them on at home, and that's probably it for this video, really. It's a really short one. But see you next week, I guess. Yeah, see you next week. Today, we're taking a break from the fucking trailer for a little bit. Spent too long on that thing to do simple things. We're getting all the dust off this, and this is going up for sale. If anyone's interested, that cab, that tray, the 2 rock sliders, ball bar, and you'll see that rear bar with winch pod. Also, that winch can get sold too. I'll give you a bit of a look in here. So, carbon fibre door skins, the ARB seats, fire extinguisher, roll cage that is hidden. I think it's a hidden roll cage up under the skins, and rear hoop. So doesn't have any crossbars in the middle. It's because it's a street cage. Your really expensive gauges. So you got your water, oil, some fuel, tack, and speedo. Fucking steering wheel. It comes with, so instead of having fuse panel, you've got flick switches. So the trip switch goes under there. So pretty much clean up all this shit. I'll get everything out and show you a bit more when it's clean. But if anyone's interested, swing me a message. That's a GU cab and tray and everything. We can mount it to a tray for extra if you want, but it's just been sitting around doing nothing, so we're getting rid of it. I'll give you a look in the bonnet as well. There you go. So this is what it comes with. So those carbon fibre vents are functional. Not so much functional if you put a TD42 or something back in this, but so your basic outlay. This was running a on this chassis. I haven't actually shown you guys this. I'll uncover it for you. Alright, so that blue truck and tray was on this chassis with this 502 big block. So there's the coilover mounts. That's what those cutouts are for, in the skins and shit. So they have big coilovers, those ones. It was a show truck, it didn't really do much. So the 502 got put into this one for so it could actually be used for a race truck, and then a couple of complications with some aftermarket diffs and everything, and then it just stopped. So yeah, race truck. Oh, that fuel tank can go with it as well for an extra couple of bucks. That sits not that way, it's actually backwards, so this bit actually sits down in this rail, on behind the blue trucks. Everything fits together. I'll show you around the tray a little bit. Oh, the bull bar, because we're already here. Here's the bull bar. Your 12,000 pounder winch. Front bar. Pretty sexy when it's all together. The rock sliders. Yeah, your tray double hooped. I believe that fit a 37 in the back, so a 37-inch tyre fits in there. Yeah. That was a fuel tank filler for that fuel tank that sat under here. There's a space cab goes in here, like a short baby space cab. We do have that also for you. Yeah. Light force bodies and all the fancy shit. This actually rotates. You pull that bolt and it folds down. So yeah, anyone interested, give me a message. And yeah, go from there. For all of you that wanted to see this in clean, just quick little walk around. Everything's all cleaned up. Yeah. And the tray too. The tray cleaned up and everything. So yeah, that's all we've been doing. Probably gonna clean up this fucking mess over here. We're mocking up a radiator, big PWR radiator, but we're gotta fucking like clean all this shit up. So go-karts and quads and shit, we've gotta make this corner cleaner too. Anybody want some spare parts? We've got a couple, you know, SR20s in their natural habitat, and pieces on the fucking ground. FA20s because nobody wants it in their drift car. Gearbox. And then parts, lots and lots of parts. So yeah, anybody want anything, just hit me up, eh? But alright, me and Ash, I'm gonna get some cleaning done. Probably update you if we decide to do anything else, or have time to do anything else. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and jam all that back in the shed. Somebody wants it. Some temporary wiring. I've still got to join off all of these because I'm going to have like a wired remote for down in the car. But that's just to the bottom of the buttons, just to make sure shit works these days. I got them on, so it's on the bottom of the switch, kill switch, and you got your power wire in, power wire to the winch, goes along there. Made in Korea! Fucking batteries. Let's jump up for a first test of this shit. Flick the switch, nigga.
Me no nigga.
Boop! Alright, let's go. Out. Hang on, hold that. Because I don't know which way is what going. Oh! And in. Mate, fucking boom. Alright, so as you can see, that's all back inside. Put everything back where it goes. Cleaned up a little bit. You're just about to put the tyres on and test out the brackets. Perfect. Well, I already know it's perfect because, well, you know, Lockie made it. Ashley made it too, but doesn't matter. So all that's left with this is just So yeah, wire in the remote. So we're just gonna have like a little plug here where like a 10-meter long fucking wire goes in, so I can just hang out the door and press the button. Because that doesn't drive yet, obviously. And put a chain on that kill switch so it can't like fall out and do gay shit. That's pretty much it. We're gonna put the guards on to make it look like a car again. But oh, hang on, we gotta load. Yeah, that one. We gotta load the car. We're gonna put the car on the trailer and then put the guards on. Mint. So for a while, I've had this busted ass baby quad. So I want the engine. It's got seems to have 2 gears forward and 1 reverse. It doesn't have a wiring harness, so I can't actually test it, but it does wind over with the starter motor. I've had this water pump for a while that I might steal the engine from. But what I want to do with that is rape all the good stuff. I've got... Yeah. Got this ratchet go-kart. So yeah, I got this. I was just over a mate's house and I saw this across in someone's backyard and I got it just super cheap. So it was really short, so obviously that was joined up to here, so it was really short. It was a kid's 2-seater. The baby seats over there. Roll cage. So we cut the roll cage off. I'm going to lengthen the chassis 300mm. We're going to do something with this. It's got like a proper steering rack and shit in it, but I'm going to try and get the wheel over into the center. I don't know if we just like put an offset fucking little wobbly and a wobbly up here, like a little uni joint dealio. And then probably get that quad engine and put the quad engine in there. Yeah, and it would be like a sick little stretched go-kart. Be pretty mad. Hopefully, so that we're just gonna see what happens with. Whether or not I just go out and get like a 450 engine and whack a small turbo on it for shits and giggles. But yeah, it's gonna build a little go-kart. You've probably seen it in the back of the videos for a while. Anyway, pretty much just packing up a bit. The tire rack works all sweet. As you've seen, the winch is finally fully operational with the buttons and shit. We obviously haven't put the car in the trailer yet. We were too busy mucking around with go-kart things because they were so fun. And yeah, shooting each other with we got fucking airsoft guns in the mail and we're shooting each other with them. It's fucking hilarious. That'll be it for this weekend. We're tired and shit and Ash has to go home.
Yeah.
They're not really much on camera stuff, but there's lots of planning and shit where this radiator's gonna go. It's gonna go in there and on the angle facing upwards. So it's probably not gonna vent out the boot like originally planned, but that's alright because we can put the firewall in between the fuel tank and shit. So that'll probably work alright. And I've got the driver's seat on order, so we can put the passenger over in the driver and get the driver in the seat and mount them. And then I can finish off the roll cage up the front, which should be good. But yeah, see you fuckers next week.